I promise you won't want to miss this video. Behind the scenes, crazy things are happening. Ripple's win in the SEC trial has been confirmed once more, and it might occur at any moment. You're not prepared. And things are just going to get more intriguing because analysts believe that shortly after the trial concludes, XRP may soar to an incredible $1,000. Doesn't it sound crazy? Let's dissect it in detail. Disclaimer. The lengthy legal dispute between Ripple Labs and the Securities and Exchange Commission is about to enter what may be its last stage after over 4 years of ambiguity. The stakes are extremely high, with billions of dollars in XRP's future at stake. The SEC has until August 15th to formally inform the appellate court of the progress of its appeal against Ripple, according to a crucial procedural deadline imposed by the court. Even though this might seem like a normal step, many think it could be a crucial turning point that ends one of the most significant legal actions in the history of cryptocurrency. A U.S. judge declared in 2023 that XRP is not a security when it is sold on the retail market, giving Ripple a partial legal triumph. Not only did XRP holders applaud this move, but the whole cryptocurrency community did as well, viewing it as a victory for decentralized innovation. However, there is still a regulatory gray area surrounding XRP's classification and institutional sales, which raises questions about the project's complete validity in the eyes of U.S. regulators. Mark Fagel, a former SEC lawyer, provided some predictions about the future. He said in a social media statement that while the deadline doesn't ensure a decision or dismissal, there's a good likelihood the SEC will abandon its appeal. CoinGape reinforced this attitude in a tweet, stating that Fagel believes the SEC and Ripple may abandon their appeals by August 15th in order to reach a final settlement. In addition to providing much-needed closure for Ripple, that scenario would establish a precedent that would change the regulatory environment for digital assets in the U.S. The XRP community is becoming more and more excited. Another expert, John Squire, aptly summed up the feeling when he tweeted, "Get ready for the conclusion of the SEC versus Ripple case." The case of SEC v. Ripple is coming to a close. Years of anticipation, billions at stake, and a choice that can completely alter XRP's and the cryptocurrency sector's destiny. Ripple is no longer the only factor in this scenario. As a test of the SEC's power and a focal point for those calling for more precise regulations for blockchain innovation, it has turned into a proxy fight over the nature of cryptocurrency regulation in the U.S. How cryptocurrency companies launch tokens, organize sales, and handle their always complex relationship with financial watchdogs may depend on what happens next. A resolution would mark a change, possibly for other projects that have been in legal limbo as well as for Ripple. Meanwhile, Ripple may find itself in a unique position to grow as global markets shift toward more transparent frameworks for digital assets. In the next stage of financial transformation, XRP may be crucial if U.S. regulatory barriers are removed at the same time that blockchain-based financial solutions are becoming more widely used worldwide. As the deadline of August 15th draws near, the whole cryptocurrency community seems to be holding its breath. The ramifications will be significant regardless of whether the SEC decides to withdraw its appeal or proceed. This moment could finally provide the resolution that has been brewing for years for Ripple XRP and an industry that has long longed for clarity. Crazy, huh? And as if the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit couldn't become any more hot, cryptocurrency gurus are making even more explosive predictions. There are others who believe that a complete regulatory overhaul is imminent. Others think that once the legal fog ultimately clears, XRP might soar. I promise you that what they're saying today will astound you. Maxi remarked, "XRP will go ballistic today," a statement that has been shared by other cryptocurrency Twitter users. Even more audaciously, XRP Dragon declared that XRP would soar to $1,000. That may seem ridiculous, but wait until you read Bale's perspective, with projections ranging from $10,000 to $100,000 per XRP. Finance Bro and Ripple Eagle are blowing the roof off. And if you thought that was the top, XRP may rocket to over $3,000 each coin. These figures appear implausible at first look. Investigate more, though, and you'll see that even the boldest assertions stem from the kind of speculative arithmetic that cryptocurrency investors both adore and occasionally dread. The concept is straightforward. High potential at a low cost. That's precisely the reasoning behind a daring common-sense crypto analysis. A $1,000 investment in XRP today might increase to as much as $50,000 in the current market cycle, according to an analyst's latest post. In contrast, he claimed that an investment of the same quantity in Bitcoin would only yield a return of $1,300 to $1,500. He underlined that the growing potential is more important than the current pricing. This story has long been accepted by the XRP community. Eduardo Farina, the creator of Alpha Lions Academy, provided evidence to support it, demonstrating that XRP increased from 50 cents to over $3 between November 2024 and January 2025, almost 600% gain in just 2 months. Bitcoin? In the same time frame, it increased from $68,000 to $112,000, a respectable growth, but only 64% in contrast. Farina explained it with straightforward figures. During that rise, a $50,000 investment in XRP would have increased to $340,000, only roughly $82,000 in Bitcoin. Many have questioned whether XRP could reach $50,000 or more on a $1,000 investment in light of that kind of growth. For a $10,000 return at the current pricing, XRP would need to reach little less than $32. It would need to surpass $159 in order to hit $50,000. This amount suggests a market valuation of around $9.5 trillion, which would put XRP on par with national GDPs and larger than the majority of multinational IT companies. I appreciate you watching. Please remember to hit the like button, leave a comment with your ideas or questions, and, most importantly, remember to subscribe if you found the information informative and enjoyable.